copyright. Happy Friday to the 2 in the chat. Hope your notifications are working there. Oh, that was Shakin' Stevens, there, you know. This thing called love. Could have swore it was fucking Queen. Same thing, innit, really. Freddie Mercury, Shakin' Stevens. I feel like Zeus talking to myself there. I just hate this drive to work, that's what it is. I know Flavors is live there. Never ever listened to the radio, to be honest, ever. Fancy some Christmas songs. You know these hats? What is the right way to wear these hats? Do you cover your earlobes or not? There's not many people talking today, like. I was wondering, yeah, say you get no likes, right? So you get no likes, but then somebody unlikes. So you get like minus likes. A few people with minus likes, aren't there? So I got a little comment yesterday, before I forget, because she might be ghosted now. Live follower, thanks for harassing me up, Eloise. I didn't see her in the chat yesterday, but you must have been watching or you've watched a bit back. But I think when you watch back on these YouTube lives, you can't see the chat, can you? It's the only thing, isn't it? I can't see any chat. If anybody's chatting, anyone there, just put anything in the chat because it's just not coming up. Unless we're all just awesome ones like. Yes, Sean, first one in, my brother. Happy Friday to you, mate. Hope you've had a nice big fat breakfast there. Sean, what do you reckon? Do we need to bring the quizzes back or what? Because I've been thinking, it's only Stokesy doing the quizzes, isn't there? But I know, as you have been one of the winners of the quiz, and you know the stature that comes with that, and the what's the word? Bragging rights in it. Not the bragging rights. But I think defo need a quiz maybe next week when I'm on earlies. See if I can rope Louise in with it. We've got 10 more shifts after today. 10 more shifts. Seems like a lot, that. Oh, you won the first one. Even better, mate. Even better. No one can take that off you, Sean. Here we go. Can't play for too long, though. Bazza! Bazza, I was thinking about you last. I was thinking, where the hell's Baz? Yeah, man. I don't know if you ever got beat, did you, Baz? I'm going to stick my neck out and say that Barry. I don't know. Might, I think he always come through, didn't he? Stevie. I think it's all right, isn't it? Have your phone on a holder. Not touching it. It's like follower grasses up yesterday. Saying that Louise must have forgot about it, like, because she never mentioned it last night. Oh, you only beat once. I bet that hurt though, didn't it, Baz? That hurts. Stevie, how you doing, mate? You'll be good. Yeah, Stevie got into the quizzes as well, didn't he? Definitely one night next week. Give you a day's notice. I'll have to get my thinking cap on, won't I? Bazza, are you working today, mate? 3 to 11 for me, like, what a dead shift, eh? 3 to 11, man. It's bad, isn't it, when you go to work, right, Baz, and everyone's in a good mood, yeah, yesterday, because the boss is not going to be in today. How bad's that? Everyone's uplifted because they haven't got top walking about, stressing them out. 2 to 10 next week. I don't know why it's 3 to 11, to be honest. Should be 2 to 10, shouldn't it? But saying that, 6 till 2 would have been a bit brutal for me. Would have meant I'd have to get up at like 4:30. Nobody wants to be getting up at 4:30 in their phone window. Oh, of course you were, Baz, yeah. Just never told you, mate. I can remember. Yeah, this is how bad it is. This is how bad it was at work. Like last year. People had, I know somebody who had holidays booked in, right, for like the next week, and then cancelled them because they found out the boss was off for them 3 days, so they cancelled the holidays and come into work because they knew that the boss wasn't there. Honestly, man. Work shouldn't be like that though, should it? No. This day and age, nobody should be dreading going to work, should they? Fucking hell. Yeah, I think my time's running out now. About I'm going to have to start doing nights. I think next year there's a chance that I might have to go back on 12-hour shifts as well, which I'm not looking forward to that. Like, but saying that though, when you when you got a bit of a drive to work, which I have, so as well as the petrol money, it's also the time as well, isn't it? You know, you're adding like, if you're doing 5 shifts and you drive, that's an hour. It's like 5 hours travelling. When you do the continental shifts, obviously you're only going in for three days, so you're saving there, and I don't know, it's just them extra 4 hours. I don't think you get any more out of anyone in them last 4 hours. Like, yesterday wasn't too bad. There's a lot of tractors on the road as well, isn't there? Fucking hell. Jim Smith. Hey, see you, Jimmy. You've got to get on my panel tomorrow, mate. If you've got time, jump on, mate. So I want to have a bit of banter with you, man. See you, Jimmy. The Hingmare. Aye. Plus, I want to practice my Scottish accent with you as well, you know. See how you like it when no one can understand you, when you can't understand anyone. Big respect to Jim Smith, man. Plus, I want to know what it's like to have. What did you have in your chat the other week? 600 people or something in your chat, 2,000 subs. $600 people in your chat, man. Imagine that. No, I'm not a lorry driver, Stevie. I'm a Volvo driver today. There's a tractor in front of me though, with and I mean they're quite nifty, these tractors these days, like, but still, this has got like some sort of horse box on the back. Must be full of lead. And you look at the size of them tyres on them tractors, mate. While we're on about tyres, yeah, here's a one for you. Yeah, man, Jim. It's funny that though, because I think it was one of your first lives or something, wasn't it? The same Tim Smith, it happened to Tim Smith. I remember waking up and seeing it was a Sunday, I think. So Tim Smith had about 800 likes or something. Yeah, these tyres, right? So I heard a rumour about tyres, right? On a bus, is it true that the tyres can last 20 years on a bus? I'm sure I heard it. I think it was after there been some sort of accident, big accident. It was on the news and all that, you know. And obviously they checked the bus out and everything to make sure it was roadworthy and that. But it said the tyres were 20-year-old, but they were still legal. Yes, fact. Big up yourself there, brother. What we got on tomorrow. So if anyone can confirm that about bus hires, that would be great, and we'll put my mind at ease and make me not look like such a dick. We've got some good racing on tomorrow, fact or what? Not sure who Borough are playing tomorrow, but we're at home, I think. Oh yes, Barry. So Newcastle are going through a bit of a sticky patch on the mate. Got no player, have you? You've lost your star keeper for 4 months. That's shown on the pitch, isn't it? 3-0. 3-0. Heating up nicely, like in the Premiership, innit? Oh yeah, there'll be some all-weather stuff though, innit? Weren't they kicking off about the all-weather tracks though, fact? The horses were getting injured, weren't they, on the all-weather? I know Newcastle's all-weather. I don't even know what it is like. It's just like sand in it. But obviously, like, they're going 10 years, but where about you, 20 then? What, even if, like, how the hell does the tread last that long though when buses are like constantly? You'd think they would last less, wouldn't you? See, Baz is the man, eh? Clint, how you doing? See, Baz getting some practice in there for the quizzes, like waiting for the bus tie questions, isn't he? Sundown's on today. Sundown. I just remembered there, Middlesbrough, you know, right? Well, it wasn't Middlesbrough, it's Stockton, a place called Stockton, which it's in between, you could call it Middlesbrough, it's over the river. There's a golf course there, right? What's it called? I think it's called, no, it's not Cleveland. But anyway, it's been there about 30 years, which is quite new for a golf course, really. But when you look back at it, it used to be a racetrack. Someone wants to look into that if you're really bored. Stockton Racecourse. You couldn't really appreciate it though until unless you had an aerial view, you know, like a drone view, you wouldn't appreciate it. But the course is only about 30-year-old, 35 maybe. Does anyone sub to MMA Philosophy? He's got quite a few subs. He's got a few thousand subs. He's from Middlesbrough. And obviously, his channel was about MMA, you know, MMA fighting and that. But I haven't seen him do anything for a while, but he's popped up. He's popped up on me notifications over the last few days for something to do with Decker. He's got some info on Decker or something. But yesterday, he was in the bookies and he was recording himself on the, you know, on the roulettes. Fucking hell, mate. How the hell does anyone know how to do them, you know? I thought a roulette, you pick what numbers you want, you press the button, but them machines in the bookies, that fast, man, I wouldn't have a clue, but he was recording while he was doing it. I think he blew about 100 quid in about a quarter of an hour, his video was. But the whole time it was on for a quarter of an hour. I think the roulette wheel only span like 3 times. I'm like, well, how's that? How's that? Yeah, isn't everyone, Clint, mate? You don't get much airtime on here, mate, but Christmas in the old deportation centre. I wonder what it's like there. At least when it rains, it's not that cold, is it? It's a lot milder, isn't it? It was freezing when I came in yesterday. Just looking at the cars in the car park now, because I don't start till 3, so I've got another like 10, 15 minutes. I'm looking at all the cars to try and work out who's working and who isn't. It's like proper skeleton stuff. Let's have a little chat about YouTube last night, what I seen last night. first of all, quick mention for Monk, yeah? So, Monk's been, I'm not gonna lie, Monk's been one of the funniest people on YouTube over the last few weeks. And he knows I've been saying, ribbing him, like, what tablets are you on? Get me some of them comments in the chats. And funny, man, I've been fucking laughing. But so I was surprised, really surprised, when I got in the car yesterday tea time and I see Monk had been live for, it was only 20 minutes. I think Incognito was on there. And he's had enough. He's had enough again. Like, I don't know what's happened, but I did hear him say that he's going to stop taking them epilepsy tablets. I don't know, mate. My advice, for what it's worth, mate, I would forget about YouTube if that's what you want to do. But I would just take the tablets. Like, I think there's only the nutter who won't take any tablets. He's Stevie. I don't know if anyone else seen it. I know, and you know, I know he has said it before, but I don't know if it looked like he meant it this time. Like, but whatever you do, good luck, mate. Whatever you do, and have a good Christmas, you and your family and that, mate. Like I say, whenever I'm live, you want to pop on, bro. Oh, Tyrone, who bad, man? But they're still doing that. I've been palm bombed once, and to be honest, when you host a live on StreamYard, right? You know, unless you've seen it, right? When you're the host and you put the link out, then what happens is a little box comes up right when somebody clicks on the link, and it's tiny, right? It's tiny, and if you ask them to put the camera on, you can't even see them. Well, and I'm assuming it's the same on everyone else's phones, yeah. If you're on your phone, even if you're on a tablet or whatever, it might be a little bit bigger. But when you ask them, when it's an avatar, and you say, "Oh, put your camera on, give us a thumbs up or whatever," you can't even see. You're just taking your life in your own hands. Jim, you'll know what it's like, mate. Oh, the mum of Milo, yeah. Well, she's getting a bit of stick at the minute as well. But last night, it gets in, I left here at 11 o'clock last night, and who was I listening to on the way home? Tunes, was it Tunes? Yeah, it'll have been Tunes, and they were all going mental as usual, you know. 6 people on the panel and that, all going at each other. And then when I got in, John Smith come on, because he'd had enough of Tunes, you know. And he'd only been on 10-15 minutes, and Tunes come on, just started being absolute minge. Yes, Howlerhead, big up yourself, Howler. How do you remind me a bit of Michael Bublé? Toys in every store. Oh, there's a lad here who looks like Jesus. He looks like Jesus Christ in a high vis, right? And you know, people have got a certain like scent about them, yeah, or like smell, you know. I'm not kidding you, right? When I go anywhere near this lad who looks like Jesus Christ, yeah, he smells like, you know, hairspray. You know, and I don't even know how I know that smell, because I've got no need for hairspray at all, but you know that insect stuff? He smells of that. He must have some insect aftershave or something. It's consistent as well every time I've seen him. Absolutely no banter at all as well. There's Sean there with the racing update. Have you had any big wins lately or what? Sean, or fact, have you had any decent wins? Mate, Howler, got one Friday shift 3 till 11, mate. Oh, he's the big boss, yeah, is walking past now, right? So this fella here was one of the reasons why I was off work for 6 months this year, right? Because the absolute knob. He's the plant manager, he's in charge of the whole plant. There's only like the director and that above him. So my introduction to him, and at this time, when this incident happened, yeah, imagine the shop floor, machines going quite loud, you know. So I was acting shift manager on this day, and I'm tapping away there on the computer at the desk, and literally 15 yards away, all I hear right in the middle of a factory is, you know, like a proper wolf whistle. A wolf whistle that somebody would do on a building site, where a bloke would do if a woman walked past you. And I've worked in this factory for years and years. I've never heard anyone wolf whistle to get anyone's attention. And it might not sound like anything, but this was a plant manager wolf whistling, right? And after the initial shock, I turned round and here he is. He'd never even introduced himself to me. And gives it the old hands over and all that. And that's got a mention in when I went in for me meeting. It's just courtesy, isn't it? Manners. Sean, do you only bet on the horses or do you not bet on anything else? You bet on anything these days, mate. You can bet on how many times, right, Jim Smith in his next live's going to say, "Hing me," on the "Hing me." 310 I'm going for. The only sad thing about tomorrow, and I don't know if you'll notice, you probably will, like, but I'm all out of THC vapes. It's dead. I've got one that's full, but it's not working. No, Baz, honestly, mate. Well, you were there, Baz. You were still here, I think. I'm not, oh no, you might not have been. No. But you might know him, that Topping bloke. He's just sat in his Audi. It's a nice car, like. What do you reckon on the roads these days? What do you reckon is the most popular colour of car on the road these days? What you see the most of, like? I think it's like grey, innit? Grey, silver and black. Because when cars first come out, oh, there's Bazza with a white. Yeah, there's a few whites as well, Baz. Because when cars first come out, there's only a few people who remember that. Jim Smith will remember when cars got invented. They only did them in like black and white, didn't they? Now you pay more for a black or a white car, I think. I'll tell you where else I was amazed at. They don't really spray cars anymore, do they? You know, if your car goes in for a respray, it isn't a respray, is it? It's like what do you call it? It's like a film, isn't it? There's a name for it, man. It's a wrap, isn't it? It's a wrap. Your car gets wrapped, doesn't it? Man, have you seen them? Well, they don't get no bubbles in them. You know, you see them with them mad, like, all mad colours and that. used like a heat, didn't it? Like a cling film. Yeah, rap man. That's some skill, that though, innit? Imagine being a rapper. I didn't even know, mate. I thought you still got them resprayed. It got resprayed, you know, where they put the big masks on. You have them big guns. I remember I had the XR2i, right? And anyone who remembers XR2is will know the fault that they had on every single XR2i. You're looking like 30 years ago, they used to rust around the petrol cap. I don't know why, but everyone I ever seen always had rust coming around the petrol cap, nowhere else. And I remember I got mine, I got someone to sort it out. Fiesta, mate, yeah. Because it just looked shit. It was white. My car was white, yeah, but it had this horrible rust round the cap. I think he charged me 20 quid, right? He must have just sanded it down with a sander, yeah. Put a bit of like, what was it called back in the day? Catty. Put a bit of catty on it. Bit of primer and resprayed it. Well, it looked brand new, right? I thought, it's alright for 20 quid, isn't it? Till about 3 weeks later, it started bubbling up and all the fucking rust come through. All the rust was coming through again. They were the bee's knees, them, like. I always seem to find myself going retro, talking about like cars and that. You know, from the 80s. Oh, Jim, I can just see you in a let's have a look. I bet you had an Allegro, Jim. Did you have a Austin Allegro? Or was it a Maestro you had? Remember them? It's funny because when I first started working here and coming in this exact car park, what am I now, 31 years ago, a lad who I used to work with, well, a fellow who used to work with, he's actually dead now. He had an Austin Allegro. It was fucking green as well. Yeah, man, Capri. My dad had a Capri, a red one. Still remember the reg of it as well, TVN 411S. How do you remember shit like that? In fact, I remember the registration number of my first ever car, OBR 972T, T-Reg. It was a Talbot Sunbeam. Someone once told me about Reliant Robin, right, that they had no reverse. You just turn the wheel right round. The wheel, he said you don't have a reverse on a Reliant Robin. It might be true. You just turn the wheel like 360, 180 and go backwards. Probably the same person who told me that you save petrol, that you don't use any petrol when you're going backwards. I'm picturing it right now, Jim. With that accent, Jim, it's hard. It would be hard not to be. You couldn't be anything other than a fanny rat. You'd have to get it modified, though, wouldn't you, Jim? Get some big blocks on the pedals. You wouldn't be able to reach the pedals. No, I know Nutter would. Isn't it right? Yes, Peggy, I'm going in a minute, Pegs. But cheers for popping in anyway. I've got 2 minutes. I'm sure I've seen somewhere as well that Arnie Schwarzenegger, when he bought a car, he just pulled the front seat out and just sat in the back seat, like when he driving from the back seat. You're getting all the facts today, man. You know what? I'm not even going to say. I just leave my dinner in the car now. Yes, Mick. Mick, You're a little bit late today, mate, because I'm signing off now, but respect, man. And 2 o'clock tomorrow, anyone, 2 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have a good laugh. See if we can get all the good eggs in one place, you know what I mean? 2 p.m, Soccer Saturday. I'll put it up tomorrow morning. But we are going to Middlesbrough Christmas shopping tomorrow. So actually, yes, Pork Chop. Pork Chop, are you in tomorrow, 2 o'clock, mate, for the pre-match banter? But tomorrow morning you might get a special. So keep your phones, keep your notifications on, right? Because we're going to Middlesbrough Christmas shopping. And there's a ice skating rink. They do it every year in the borough. You know, right in the centre. It's like a big park right outside the town hall. And they put up a false skating rink, and they have loads of like little stalls around it, man. It's dead nice. So if you're lucky, you might get a bit of a bonus. Yeah, man, Pork Chop, half-time. Perfect, you could be, right, Pork Chop. You could be. I don't know who Rochdale are playing, if that's the game you're going to. We'll have a half-time report from Rochdale, mate. You could be the first one. Because if there's a home game, my brother and my dad go to all the borough home games. And I just need to talk my brother into giving us a half-time. You know, put his camera on. Let's have a bit of atmosphere from the riverside in the concourse. You know what I mean? So we'll make it a good one tomorrow. So until then, though, I'll be in some chats. Oh, there you go, man. Gateshead as well. Well, Bazza's from up that way. Bazza, who's in the chat. We'll see. Bazza, can you get on tomorrow, mate? 2 o'clock. Spread the word. Big love, everyone. Up the borough. All day. See you all tomorrow, guys. I might be in a chat before then, though. Have a good day.